Everybody, thanks for watching. And just a quick reminder that Who is God is now available, as well as these other DVDs that has released. Make sure you guys check them out. Also, today is the last day for Never Pay Again membership to Merkabah Academy. The new site will launch in 2 weeks. So the old site will be down for a while. So make sure you guys download any videos you want to see, because you will not be able to access the site in a few days. It will be down until Christmas, when the new site will launch. So today is the last day to get the Never Pay Again membership. If you are a subscriber to Merkabah Academy, make sure you check your email. So everybody who's not a Never Pay Again membership, make sure you guys check your email for updates and to check out the information that was put up there about Never Pay Again membership. So if you're a subscriber, check your emails. I send out emails to everybody. Make sure you check them. Members, Never Pay Again members, you guys will be getting emails with instructions pretty soon. So yeah, the new site will be online in about 2 weeks, and yeah, the old site will be down. So just to let you guys know, you will see the little animation and what have you up there, letting you know that the site is under construction and it will be down soon. So again, last day is today, and I appreciate everybody who took advantage of it. It will not be offered again. This will be it. Because again, once that site is up and the app is up, you know, that's that. And as I said, make sure any videos you want to get from the payloads or the store, make sure you guys grab them, because if you're not a Never Pay Again membership, or you know, if you're not a member, you won't be able to. So take advantage of it now. All that stuff is going to be incorporated into the new site, so it's going to be different, you know, as you guys will see. So yeah, today's the last day for that. And, you know, everything else will slowly begin to come down until the new site launches. And, it's a lot, you know, it's a lot we're preparing for. It's a lot we're getting ready to do, but I appreciate you guys' patience and support on the whole situation. And, once again, you know, if you guys have any trouble at all, make sure you email me at Merkabah Academy. Do not run to PayPal and file claims. Email me at Merkabah Academy. We'll take care of it, or else you're going to be waiting 2 weeks for the claim to get resolved. Now, let's get into this video, because I know you guys seeing what's going on if you're paying attention to the tension between Russia and America and this whole thing with the Ukraine and what's happening with that, which is, we know, is what it's leading up to. We have China and Australia, which, you know, all year, even last year, been talking about war because of Taiwan and the relationship that Australia has with Taiwan. We're going to get into all this in the upcoming DVD, but it's a lot of information, and I know they're going to begin to jump on it soon. But as I said before in the videos, something is going to have to happen to segue out of Corona and everything that's happening. Now we're talking about something that is real touchy when it comes to a war. So they're worried about any type of war because you have soldiers on the border right now with Ukraine and Russia, and any type of war spilling over into Europe, which would cause a lot of, you know, economic issues. And there's already economic issues with Australia and China and us in America that's causing all of this, you know, these problems. We have the issues before, as I talked about, with the, you know, container ships being stuck off the coast and being bottlenecked into the country to bring us supplies, what have you, from China. Pretty soon, if you're paying attention, they're giving it to you. You know, everybody's coming up against China. China controls too much. And you have to think about this. A lot of people not realizing how much China makes stuff for everybody. And the way they're behaving, you know, is issues. And they're having issues within themselves as well. So, you know, it's looking like war. And you have to pay attention to history and look at what happened. Just go back a few presidencies, we should say. And, you know, with Bush, what happened? As soon as Bush got elected, what happened immediately? We went to war. We had 9/11 happen, and then we were at war with Afghanistan and Iraq, and that spilled over. That's 8 years war. And then Obama, when he came in, he was supposed to end it. And what happened? We still had war. But when Obama got reelected, what happened? We had the Syrian war, going in there, bombing them and everything that happened. Under Donald Trump, he continued that. And then what's coming is there always a pattern to it, and they've been building up to it. So obviously, just like in the beginning of his term with Obama, Trump, Bush, this is Biden's time, and Biden is going to, you know, take us to war. And we know this has been happening. The problem is, what kind of conflict is it going to cause, or will there be a separate war that's going to lead into a bigger war. And how would that impact America economically as far as, trade? Because if anybody comes into China and destabilizes China in any type of way, that's going to cause problem. The world can't really afford to go to war with China, if you understand. So they produce too much. So when you hear people, and I get emails from a lot of people talking about food shortage and supply shortage and so on and so forth. And will we have this long period of time of a shortage because of a possibility of a war going on between Taiwan, China, and Australia? Will there be any solutions to it? And they're trying to come up with a solution to, make sure this stuff doesn't happen. But you have China flying military planes in Taiwan airspace and all kinds of disrespectful stuff happening. But this is the game. And we talked about this in videos. I told you guys what's coming, and it's not what you think. So, like I said, we're going to get into this in a later DVD because there's a lot to get into and there's a lot people got to know. But I gave you guys the history of this, but you can see the build up and what it's leading to. And it's going to make a lot of sense when you understand. But it's a lot. And any type of economic sanctions on Russia would still be a problem, then, that's war. It's everything is so close, it's a lot going on, but they have to turn the attention away from what's happening with this corona situation. And every time we have a situation, remember, it's always order out of chaos. And then we have a situation that we're dealing with, and then we come out of it. So with 9/11, we forgot about 9/11 because of the wars. We forgot about the wars because there was more wars and there was this whole tension, racial tension going on. And as I talked about in the last video, that's how they blind us from what's coming. We sit around and we talk about race, and everybody's on edge about race. Meanwhile, there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes, and people just blinded to it because we're concerned with celebrity deaths, we're concerned with racism, we're concerned with so much, entertainment to blind us from what's happening in the world, what we really should be worrying about because of stupid shit that's happening, in the entertainment industry. But this is big. This is not going to be what you think. They've been preparing for this. It's a lot that's going to happen, and we got to be definitely on point. But, it's information. I got a lot of people from Europe because they understand. If you're over there, you get what they're talking about, and it's scary. And it's a lot of people from Europe that contact me, a lot of friends as well, safest place to go. What's going on? Because we're going to see a situation, because if there is war, it's going to be the same type of situation with refugees, plain and simple. And that's tough because where are you going to, if it's a war in Europe, where are refugees going to go? It's America. And if that's a problem to where we have to, accept these refugees, that means that our government's going to have to step in, and they understand they have to step in and do something. Any type of conflict with Russia, China has to get involved, but then China's dealing with Australia, which again, any type of issue with them, England has to get involved. So we're talking about a war, full scale, big shit. And it's going to be piece by piece by piece, building up to who knows what. But it's a lot. It's a lot to get into. So just pay attention. I mean, you've seen it on the news. You've seen what they're talking about. Even though this has been like, over time, it's been so much tension and everything we've been seeing with Putin. And, whenever I see them just easily, casually set up cameras in his office and this whole, get the fuck out of here with that. Come on. People really believing in this shit. It's staged, it's set up. This is what they want. And that's what you got to understand. If I'm a dictator or a president, I don't care what I am. You're not going to bring a camera in my office to watch me talk to the president of the country I might be possibly going to war with. It's bullshit. It's WWE. It's smoke and mirrors. Come on. It don't work like that. If you really got beef with somebody, if it's really a problem, you're not going to tell everybody what you're going to do, or nobody's going to have a camera in your face, to see what you're talking about and what's going on. So America wants a diplomatic solution to it. Russia claims the same as well, doesn't want Ukraine to be any part of NATO and have, any type of say so really over what they do. And Ukraine is like, well, they don't want Russia to have any type of say so of them being a, independent republic. And, yeah, it's bullshit. Just pay attention because it's building up to something that we're going to get into, because that's a lot to do with, the virus and everything like that. So it's a lot. But this might be the last video of the year. No, I have more coming up. That's right. So yeah, video about the new site is going to come. We're going to get into that. We're also going to get into, a new format that I'm working on that's going to be on Merkabah Academy, a new way putting these videos out, and it's dope. But I also have a few people that's going to be joining me in some of the videos, and working on a podcast. So I know a lot of people ask me about that. So I know I've been on my top about the podcast. But yeah, I finally found some people I could possibly do it with, because it can't just be me. But it will be me a lot of times by myself. But yeah, we're working on it. And that will be on Merkabah Academy as well, the podcast, and a lot of stuff to get into with that. But the book club, everything that was supposed to be coming, all that stuff is going to be coming. So make sure you guys get on there. And today's the last day. You will see all that stuff come off the site. It won't be like before when I leave the links up for a long time, because I always do that when I say I'm going to take them down. I end up keeping them up for a little bit longer because you guys send emails, and I understand that, some people got to wait and stuff like that. But yeah, this has been a long time. If you ain't get it by now, you don't want it. And it's one of the things I talked about before with people that's serious about this information and the people that's not. So, I understand, it's not, everybody ain't got it. It's not easy for everybody. So I do what I can do with sales and deals and stuff like that, as I've been putting out really good deals for people. So either you take advantage or you don't. But like I said, make sure you guys check your emails. Go and check your emails. Check your spam. And I'm going to make sure I send this email out again. Apologize for anybody who may have received it multiple times. But this will be it after today. So, check. Also, when, for the people who did set up for Merkabah Academy, when something new comes out, you guys will get an email. So make sure you guys check your spam and make sure you put in emails from Merkabah Academy in your primary email box so you can get those emails when they come through. But, the new apps will have to push notifications and so on and so forth. And as I said, eventually, YouTube's going to be done away with. So that'll be primarily on that, because I really want to segue out of it. And that's another thing, as you can see what they're talking about. It's all they harping on cyber attacks for a reason. What is that? Because now they're talking about cyber warfare. We're going to do this attack thing with the cyber way. So it might not even be boots on the ground at all. It might be attacks on the internet to where, things are shut down. They're already talking about, well, this economic issue could cause a money collapse. So we got to pay attention to all the stuff they're talking about, as far as not just, actual fighting, but, a whole cyber warfare that, Australia claims that China's already, doing to them. So it's a lot. And like I said, we're not done, and we're not out of the woods yet. Holiday season, and, it's the end of the year, fiscal year, into the, this whole 2-year long now bullshit with Corona, which hopefully will be on its way out. But, the economy is definitely going to be big in watching and seeing what's happening. So again, we'll get into it in the final not personal economics, but the final stock market video. There will be a final one. So that will be coming, and I'm waiting, of course, until year is out for that to come out, but that will come out on the other side of 2022, the beginning of 2022. And it's a lot to get in with that as well. But yeah, we're going to see big jump, big change in so many different things. And that's how it goes. It's always something different. The first, second year of the presidency, we always see something big. Go back and look historically. Without getting into all that, we'll get into it later. You'll see, as I said, something. So it's Biden's time. And that's where it looked like, it's going to be leading to some type of war, which is not going to be good. Because again, you got to think about, if there is a virus, how are you going to fight a war? And it's supposed to be a virus, and, it doesn't make sense. And troops these days ain't having it. Like I said, I'm ex-military. I still got a lot of military friends, and they're not for it. They weren't trying to do it for Trump, and they're not trying to do it for Biden. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, they have a bunch of troops on the border waiting for stuff to jump off. So we'll see what happens. But there's other ways to wage war these days, and they understand that. But we'll see how it affects us, and it will in a lot of ways, of course. But yeah, again, make sure you guys check your emails, and I thank you guys for taking the time to watch, and I appreciate the support. And I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching.